Brandi Roberts here again. I think it's day 10 of the video challenge, and that means it's reading time. So I'm gonna read you something that this is a magazine, Healthy Idaho. I picked it up at the hospital when my son was getting stitches, and I usually look through the pictures. I look at the tips of this thing. It's kind of fun. They have recipes and statistics and stuff like that. Rarely do I ever read the editor-in-chief's, column. But I did this time. And how cool is that? Because listen to this. So he goes on to talk about a story that's based out of a clip of the book called Unstoppable by Cynthia Kersey. And this story is really amazing. So I'm just going to go on about it. So it says... there's a college student named George Danzig. George was a hardworking college student who often focused on his studies late into the night. It caused him to oversleep one morning, and he arrived 20 minutes late for class. He jotted down the 2 math problems on the board, assuming they were the homework assignment. After many days working through the problems, George ultimately had a breakthrough and turned in the assignment to the professor the next day. A couple days later, George received an early morning call from his energized professor. Turns out that the morning George was late for class, he missed the professor announce that the 2 equations on the board were essentially unsolvable mathematical mind teasers that even Einstein hadn't been able to answer. George missed the thought-limiting explanation, and working without any imposed constraints has solved not 1, but 2 problems that had stumped mathematicians for centuries. Essentially, George solved the problems because he didn't know he couldn't. That is amazing! So, that just, how many scripts are in our head stopping us from doing things that we're fully capable of doing, we just don't know? What did we believe our parents and teachers told us? What are we telling ourselves, and what are we telling our kids that they can or can't do, based on conventional wisdom? I think this story is so profound, and, going through the book, Think and Grow Rich, here's another example. He thought he had to do these problems, so he just did them. He just did them and turned them in, and I think that's a fantastic story, so I'm glad I shared it with you. Healthy Idaho, isn't she cute? Healthy Idaho. Okay, that's kind of my video today. What's going on in your head that is holding you back, and you don't even realize it's holding you back? Something to think about. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.